I want to ask about the track limits in this track because NASCAR are using tire packs, especially in the turn 5, 4. What do you think about that? What do you think about the track limits? And the other question is about the altitude. This is the highest altitude in the history of NASCAR. What do you expect with this in the cars?
Yeah, so starting with the track limits, Michelle Jordan and I have had a lot of conversation already kind of this week about the track limits and how the other series that are here tend to really focus in on track limits, and painted lines are very important. And, you know, for us, there are sections with track limits and there are sections without, right? And I think it's going to be interesting because we're in a little bit of a moving target. I think track limits can be relaxed or enforced harder based on how the drivers, how aggressive we are and how much we're trying to make in those sections. The tire packs or the barriers that they've put in at some of the racetrack, different corners of the racetrack, I think are different than what I expected, right? Until you see it and you feel it and understand it. I mean, even so, we've not made a lap on track, and I'm already changing my approach to a couple of different corners. And so I think that's going to be something else that's very interesting to me is how do we race here? Where are the most effective passing zones? I can watch you know, the NASCAR Mexico Series or the Super Coupa cars or the F1 race that's here or whatever, and understand the racing, but it's going to be very different for us, right? Our cars are a little wider, they're a little heavier, a little different power, right? So no other series that races here really tends to be like our cars. So where are those zones at? Where can you cheat the system and make the most time, right? Or where are we going to have to be very tidy and be on the racetrack? So I think that with our limited practice now especially, it's going to be very important to find those limits without the expense of crashing a car, right? With everything being moved to tomorrow, any mistake can be a big mistake here, right? Any section, if you get off and you make a mistake, maybe other than turn 1, it has the potential to be a big moment and damage to your car, right? So without really having the ability to go to a backup car, those are going to be important moments to not have, right? I love it. That's awesome. I need one of those. What was the second question? I'm sorry.
About the altitude.
Oh, the altitude. So, you know, I didn't do any type of altitude training or I know some of the guys slept in a hyperbaric tent or worked out. I did not do that. I do feel like I've noticed it since we've been here. You know, I ran yesterday when we got here, and my heart rate was up a little bit compared to what would be normal at that same pace. So it is going to be a different mindset or a different challenge. But I also think that as a driver, one of the things that I've loved about our sport is you're always pushing the limits of comfort level in the car and performance of the human body. And you know, this is kind of another part of that, and I'm excited to see how I react to it, how my body reacts to it, and I actually feel better than I thought I would. So I'm excited to get in the car and just feel it out, see what it does. But I don't know that any of us know what to expect until we get on the racetrack, other than maybe Daniel, right? He would know what the altitude will do in the car, but I feel like we've all prepared as much as we can, but don't really know what to expect until you get in that moment.